This morning, we're so thrilled to have one of our 30 Rock neighbors here in Studio 1A. Rachel Maddow's Emmy Award-winning The Rachel Maddow Show just marked 15 years. How's that possible? On MSNBC. She started when she was 12. She's also a podcast host and best-selling author. Latest book out tomorrow. It's called Prequel, An American Fight Against Fascism. Rachel, so great having you here.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
You know, so now this book is, as I understand it, is kind of based on your award-winning podcast, Ultra, which was terrific. But there was this huge network of Americans, both in government and out of government, who were, you know, German sympathizers during World War II.
So we think of World War II as us being the good guys and the bad guys being over there, and we went over there and beat them. And while that is true, there was this other story about Americans here who sided with the Germans.
And why didn't we know about this, or hear about this more?
I think in part because the other story is a funner story to tell, right? It's always good to say. Yeah, it feels much better. That sort of moral clarity. I mean, World War II is a moral crucible for this country, but we did have this other fight against a lot of Americans who not only didn't want us to fight in World War II, but if we did, they wanted us on the German side. And they, in fact, wanted to institute a form of American Nazism here. And so I'm interested in those bad guys, sort of lost to history, but more than that, I'm interested in this really interesting fight by Americans who stood up against them to try to expose them and stop them. And that story just really hasn't been told at all. We even, you know, talked to a bunch of historians for the podcast that I know you liked, Al. And the historians that we talked to who knew little pieces of it, nobody knew the whole thing. So it's a really lost story.
And the story is called Prequel.
Yes.
So tell us some of the lessons learned from reading your book to kind of get us through the bleak moment we're at now. What lessons were learned?
I feel like the book is a little bit of an inkblot test. Like you either, in learning that we had to face like an ultra-right violent movement that wanted to get rid of democracy in this country, and learning that we had to do that before, some people say like, oh God, we can never escape this stuff. It keeps coming around. Why do we keep having to fight this fight? Or you're another kind of person who says, oh, we faced threats like this and worse before. So whatever you're worried about, there is rising authoritarianism around the world. We do have threats to our democracy at home. There are violent people working on the edges of our politics now. It's all scary. But to me, it's actually heartening that we faced it before, because it means there's all these stories about Americans who faced that threat, faced it down, beat it, and won. And they have stories to tell. They sort of gave us, I think, a little bit of an instruction manual
It's good.
for how to fight it. It is good.
While we have you sitting here, I can hear people, well, she's Rachel, so ask her about the presidential election. I mean, I just looked down. I didn't even realize we're only about a year from the next election. You're great at making complex things digestible. Look in your crystal ball. What does your gut tell you?
My crystal ball is a troubling look at this point.
Seriously?
I just think we're going to have a weird year, honestly. I mean, the Republican Party is, you know, having their presidential debates, and they've had a couple already. And I think it's instructive that after the first debate, there was one Republican candidate who got a big bump out of that debate. And it was the candidate who was not there at the debate. Trump is the one who got the bump out of it. Right now, Republican voters are looking at all their choices and saying, we don't want any of them. We want to go back to Trump. And with Mr. Trump having his legal problems and with what he's saying he wants for the country ahead, it means that we're going to have a different kind of choice than we've ever had before. If President Biden is the nominee for the Democrats, which he will be, and former President Trump is the nominee for the Republicans, it's just going to be a really intense year. Part of the reason I wanted to do a historical project heading into it is I feel need to be grounded in what has happened before, to take strength from what Americans have faced down before, and to realize that radical threats to what kind of country we have are not something new, and we can deal.
The Rachel Maddow Show has been on, as we said, 15 years. Now, when you first started this show, how has the show changed from when you first started it 15 years ago? I know you're on only now once a week on Mondays, but generally speaking, how has the show had to change?
The host has gotten old. That has happened visibly. I look at some for the 50th anniversary. You know, the people go back and they say, "Oh, remember when you started?" And I just think, "Oh, wow, look, collagen."
Life is liking. It's okay. We all feel that way.
And I tell a number of students when they ask me, "Who do I like to watch?" You know, journalism students, and I say, watch Rachel Maddow's opening segment, because it is a story. It's a lesson in storytelling, and that you think, where is she going? but then you get there, and it's like, wow.
Thank you. I tell people, if I want, people getting into the business, I say, if I have one piece of advice for you, it's read widely. Read outside just the day's news. Try to read book-length thoughts. Try to think about things in complex terms. The American people need adult-level discussions at complex levels, and people are really capable of absorbing even dark stuff, even complex stuff, as long as it's well presented.
Do you do yoga or something? How do you exhale? I'm like, seriously, like, what do you do? Pilates?
Ice cream? I fish. You fish.
There she goes.
I fish.
Okay.
I'm not good at it, but I do it all the time.
That's not the point. The point is being...
It's called fishing, not catching.
That's right. Excellent, Rachel. Thank you so much. The book, again, called Prequel, An American Fight Against Fascism. It's out tomorrow, and I'm excited, too, because there's going to be a season 2 of Ultra. So
There will be.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.